So here we are at a lesser known trailhead outside of Bend. Getting ready to do a 3.6 mile hike. Why am I documenting? Well, as you know, I took a break from Instagram and social media and all this marketing stuff, just to get my head back in the game and just to fall back in love with photography. And I think that's where we go wrong, is we kind of sometimes forget to see where we're going. We're so wrapped up in the things, whole scheme of things. So I'm just going to document and record just to see what happens, just to see this overall hike, how the whole thing is. Hakuna Matata. So I think one of the pressures that I've had in stopping photography for a month is basically just to fall back in love with it. Like today, I went deliberately during the middle of the day when lighting is absolutely horrible. And again, photography wasn't the point. The point was to get out, see the lovely junipers, see this awesome canyon you're gonna see, and just get back into it, get the head back in the game. So I'm pretty confident that in this month I'm gonna come back with a vengeance. So let's hope it all works well. Getting out of the canyon, slowly but surely. Last bit of spring left along the middle Deschutes River. So making it down here into the canyon, it's pretty eye-opening because it makes me remember what I was missing. It makes me remember all the little things that I used to see along the trail. I saw trees, flowers, rocks, incredible geology, stuff that nature herself made. I mean, that's something, a marvel in itself. And think about it, nature made this, and we as humans, we have to work so hard to make things, whether it be art, anything. But I think in our fast-paced world, we get so caught up in motions and trying to make ourselves successful, doing the best we can for our families, for each other, for ourselves, and we just miss these things. We just miss everything along the trail. And that's what I'm guilty of. And that's exactly what happened to me, is photography became so consuming. It was just so time consuming. My whole life revolved around it. I couldn't get my mind out of, I need to get the next shot. It needs to be a money shot. I had these high standards that I had to meet, and just such high expectations and goals that I just couldn't do it anymore. So I think after a few months' time, I'm going to give myself a few months' time and see if I come back. And a trip like this was designed to do this. As you can see, it's in the middle of the day. The lighting is atrocious. I have 36 images left on my memory card. 36. And the camera's in the car. So there's a reason I did this, and it's specifically to see and take in the trees, the rocks, the streams, all this stuff that nature made for us to just take in as best we can. So I think, if anything, burnout is a great thing, and it's something that's very healthy. I think everyone should experience it once, as a photographer or as an artist, because you get tired of doing the same thing. It becomes old, it becomes routine, it becomes absolute in its own right. I think burnout also helps us to identify some importances in our life. Like, I have a lot of important changes happening, really exciting changes, and with my life revolving around photography, it just takes all your energy away, and it takes all the other things out of the equation. Your mind's solely focused on a money shot, on processing it, marketing it, getting your name out there, doing the best you can, and pushing it. There's always a drive now in the world to be better, to make better pictures. And with that kind of pressure, you just kind of lose all motivation. So I have a lot of important changes, and things like this, burnout, kind of help alleviate that and help to kind of kick you in the ass and say, there's some things you got going on you need to figure out first, and you need to get that fire back. So I hope burnout happens to everybody. It's just a beautiful thing. I have a few more trips planned, specifically to get out of burnout. I have a few trips planned coming up in the next few weeks. I I have sun coming up in the summertime. Yeah, I'll be honest, it was for photography, for being there a certain time of day and stuff. But I think now what I'm going to do is kind of mold it and tailor it to, getting back and soaking into nature. And I don't really care anymore about clouds, about a sky's looking great, about light. I really could care less anymore. I think really what separates a true artist and a true photographer is being able to see these things and put it on camera, put it on canvas, something. It's something to create it at home on the computer in the digital darkroom, but then it's something in the field that I think is what really motivates us to get out there. I think really 95% of you would probably agree with me on this, that the reason that you get out is to see these things. You don't paint them. You want to go out and see them with your own eyes and take them home and show everyone else. So I think that's why we do it, I think. And once we lose that, what's the point? And then it just becomes routine and obvious and pointless. And it becomes depressing, and that's exactly what I was feeling. So now a trip like this is just so rejuvenating. I mean, this wind is perfect. I bet that river's so freaking cold and lovely. I'd love to throw my hat in there and go for a dip, but I can't get down to it. So just everything is just so wonderful right now. So thanks for watching.